lost 2 freaking hours of streaming. I was doing so well too. That's so infuriating. I went through an entire underground. I took out one of the merchant big guys, and it crashes on me, losing 2 whole hours of my stream, wiped out for some reason. My heart just sank and I feel nauseous. It's like I just lost 2 hours of my time and effort.
Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native all things. My faith, the miracle rooted in these grounds, will once again mend the world, and this time, its bounty will not be squandered. If you would be Elden Lord, tarnished, I hope that you too will share my faith. To experience the miracle, kneel in the base absolute. To experience absolute. You wish to know more. Lord Radagon was a great champion. He came to be soon. However, Radagon
I have to end my streams when their 2 hours are up. I have to. Because if it crashes after every 2 hours, I lose 2 hours of my goddamn footage. It's like they won't allow me to stream longer than that if I wanted to, unless I'm lucky about it. So frustrating. It's frustrating, irritating, and makes me feel sick to my stomach.
part of you, no matter it's all the same. Lay out your arm.
It's just, oh my god. I ran around through a bunch of this stuff with I'm power stancing 2 different versions of this gauntlet. One's ice and the other's fire flame art. It works really well together. But lost all 2 hours of that footage because the thing decided to crash, but YouTube doesn't keep a hold of it.
Always good to see you. So, if Luna Prince and she should die, would you be willing to? She may have with the royal car.
Hello, Jekyller. Yeah, I have no choice. At 2 hours, I have to end my streams. Because if it crashes, I lose all of that. Every second of the stream is gone. Except for like a few minutes. But yeah, YouTube right now is getting vicious against its content creators. Just because a stupid election is coming up, so now they're punishing everyone. It's just irritating. Their censorship is unnecessary and annoying. They're just driving people away from their platform. TikTok's gonna be banned like in 2 months. So YouTube probably feels that it can't be stopped and no one can do nothing about it. This is just irritating. They don't provide very good of a product anymore, and they just want to be on top and they don't care how. Fine. Hey, you want me to delete this Giant's health bar real quick? Just... I can't see. Nail him in the forehead. Pop. Yeah, I switched my right arm. I'm power stancing these gauntlets right now. My right hand does ice. My left hand does fire. They both do bleed, and it is devastating. Whee! I even went down to the bottom of the tower, Radon's tower, and cleared that out easily, killing the thing. The problem is you won't be able to see it because a goddamn error occurred and the stream crashed, and it took all 2 hours with it. Just gone. Because YouTube's fucking shit is garbage as usual. Any particular reason the game won't let me use torrent? Luckily my guy could take care of himself. Also, I was one-shotting the giant ants in the tunnels. Which was cool. Ah man, I beat 3 bosses already that no one gets to see because the goddamn thing destroyed 2 hours of my stream. Like, straight up pissed off. It's like going through like 4 hours of work and then just having it gone. Like someone just throws it in a garbage disposal and hits puree on the shredder. No, I'm online completely. My build is just devastating. If I can keep locked in a fight, my character just gets stronger. Only problem is it consumes so much FP. This thing is a glutton for magic. Good news is dogs aren't a problem. I mean, I feel pretty powerful with this build, though I am almost level 200. Yeah, they don't. I was murking people because Golden Bow is really good with this. I'm doubling my defense without overlapping and increasing the attack power. And then I got this sword here. And you missed it. I deleted a dragon's health bar by half in 2 swings. Ooh. I'll be out there to play with you in a second. Give me a minute. Bop! Boop! And bop! Good kitty. I switched my right hand to be the ice hand and my left hand's the fire hand. But it's kind of when I proc ice with my right hand procs ice, and then I gotta start swinging with both to undo it, and then restart the procking process of ice again. Heh, bad kitty. No, those kitties are just, you know, doing their job. I'm level 195 now, I believe, or 196. What am I now? Yeah, 196. I'm almost to the level the basic level you made to make it easier to beat the game the second time through. It's about level 200. Now I just gotta make it. There's a couple bosses in here I can take out. Not Radon though. He's not here yet. I have to leave a name and number and he'll call me back as soon as he can. Okay, that works. Now I just gotta claim this. Yeah, I made it. Last grace discovered. Okay. I don't have many ruins to lose, so it's fine to go in here. Yeah, you can do this boss battle before Rodon or after Rodon, so either way. Fuck off. Let's just knock you on your ass. Down you go. That's how this plays. I just took Chuckle Fucks there and just ripped him in half. Still have to worry about dying though, but not as much anymore. Golden Vow is busted. It's a good move. I like it. But when I hit 2 hours, I have to get off no matter what. I really don't want to lose more time I spent streaming.
Tarnished, are you? How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter. If you can fell one of them.
She was hard, huh?
Champion in my book. I'm Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness.
She's hard only because she regenerates health.
From time to time.
If she didn't, she's actually quite simple.
This fortress
You can just,
houses only
you know,
vanquished. But when the
battle
stars align,
attrition at that point.
we celebrate. A war festival honoring the last battle and death of General Radon, the mightiest demigod of the Shattering and bearer of a great rune. Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared.
Yeah, you can go in here before the festival and get this stuff done at any point in time. You know, these things are considered enemies, right? The flamethrowers are labeled as enemies, and that's how they can do damage. They had to program it that way. I win. That hurt. I win for nothing. Yippee. What's the point of this thing being here? Everything's locked up until I beat Rodon, I believe, and come back later. So you can tell I've traveled everywhere for a second time and grabbed all the goodies. I had to eventually go to you-know-where. And do you-know-what. Defeat the giant earth dragon at the top. Which shouldn't be too hard. I think I'll be able to sever its life very quickly. Because I have now a magical projectile sword? Just the closest thing I got to a melee weapon is that magical sword.
A tarnished here. Thou must have some business in mind to come all this way, though I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
She said she didn't give me an invitation. Well, did you know you can get an invitation from that one guy with the hat? He gives you that and then you give that to her. But I forget how you get that. I could do the black knives thing, yeah, but kind of want that item. He hasn't loaded in yet.
Always good to see you safe. So, if Luna Princess won, then she should bear the... Would you be willing to procure? She may have returned the royal car.
How I make it look easy? I'm just playing the game as it is. Trial, error, death, you know, that sort of thing. Do it over and over and over and over. You get used to it. I mean, all Souls games are like this. From Software kind of repeats themselves a lot. and in the order you play the game and how far you go before you turn around and talk back to people. Because From Software games are a lot of you go forward, but you're expected to go back and talk to NPCs to get to certain things. And if you go too far forward, you miss out on some things. Beating Rodon speeds up a lot of it. You need to save Rodon for last.
Though I have no... I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch, Rani. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away. And it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved. And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act, not to bury the past.
Takes ages? Yeah, I know.
Of the deed. But all
I
the
have,
same,
my streams are delayed by a couple minutes or so.
a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone.
Not my fault. It's my crappy ass Verizon internet and up to YouTube. I don't know what to say about it. They don't know how to run their business, and they're just being idiots who don't innovate anymore. Slow is not the word.
Always good to see you, son. I see. When Rani shed her flesh, she shed the curse mark too. You know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Rani's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which right now I haven't the faintest. And the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it. Can you become Rani's vassal to advance our agenda? While in her service, you'll be able to take a poke around on the sly and determine the location of her original. I realize that I'm asking you to put yourself in grave danger, but I know you've got what it takes.
Yeah,
Quite possibly the only one, in fact.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do much of the time anymore.
Well then.
I'm only gonna give him the one book, and only the one book.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
No, gotta admit, the game's not easy, but it has its tail. As in, it has some tall tales that you can easily understand what they're trying to do in the game and follow the plot line. And if you do that, you get what you need out of it. Like going back and forth, talking to certain NPCs, doing as they ask, continue. Then sometimes you have to backtrack to find them further back into the map instead of forward. But most of the times they will always progress slowly forward, inching along the map as you do. So they're always nearby. And they're always nearby their items they need. If you find an enemy near one of your NPC pals nearby and they're asking for something, it's close by. You just gotta find it. At least 5 minutes or more. Well, that just means I can't be stream sniped easily then. Stream sniping me would make you far behind, I guess.
The curse mark thou seekest is now. Oh, is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid. Is that thy proposal? Affording thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt.
No.
Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. What's more, if my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is in my service a half-woven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for
That's when I had
to greet thee below.
When you beat Rodon,
Take
half
from
the
him
quests in the game are pushed forward
and
ahead
there
of
thou
themselves,
find Aegis,
like a fast forward
my
button.
war counselor,
You gotta be careful not to
and
do it.
Thanavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts, also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same.
So you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I am told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success.
Okie dokie.
Long time, friend. Blythe. If you've forgotten. Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani.
Well, getting right to business. I'm still in limbo. The Eternal City of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land.
I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood.
See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there.
You won't. Already been down there. I scrubbed the thing.
Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Celadus, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
There's such a disconnect? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady?
Yeah, I can't help that, though. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just the way things are right now. And it's confusing and baffling me. Like you wouldn't believe. And I don't know what to do about it.
Speak with the three who await thee. Thou needst not. It hath been a path.
I did speak to them, did I not?
My fellow, let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
I'm going below through the well in the mistral. See if I can't find the road. Don't keep you waiting.
Yeah, but from now on, if I see 2 hours coming up, I have to stop my streams at 2 hours or I'm going to lose all my progress. Or any of my streaming. Because it decides to pull that stunt on me sometimes.
Ah, allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise.
You ever wonder why she didn't drink that thing to become a puppet by that one guy? Probably because she already is a puppet, but she has control over it instead. Yeah, the reason you didn't see the dragon is because in my previous stream that was goddamn removed because BS reasons. It's because I two-shotted the damn thing. Which was funny as hell. Okay, Jacklor, have a good night. I'm just gonna try to do as much as I can within 2-hour limitations. I should be used to being in limitations. It's my whole life summed up.
Well, did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you? Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question. Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon.
Okay. If I remember right, this will trigger a lot of things I don't want to trigger yet. So I'm gonna climb the mountain over here and scale it real quick. and beat the wyvern at top, hopefully within the 2-hour time limit. Because if I don't, I lose my stream, and all that time goes out the fucking window. All of it. That is such a gut-wrenchingly sickening feeling I hate. So much for it. Feels like a gut punch while you want to vomit. While your heart sinks down into it. So technically, this build is a incantation, fire art, faith, intelligence, frost, bleed build. Man, that's a mouthful. It does all that, and you only need 3 things. How my build's getting away with the 4 statuses? It's because I'm power stancing the gauntlets. My left and right hand are different weapons entirely. If I swing with my right hand, I set them on icy. I set them all icy. My left hand sets them on fire. Okay, giving me an endless cycling proc of ice and bleed, endlessly, and it scales off faith and intelligence. Believe it or not, because I figured out how weapon scaling actually works, or scaling in general. It's very misleading. Probably why I'm hitting like a goddamn diesel truck. I only have 10 strength and 10 dexterity, by the way. Only that. No more than that needed. I only find the attributes for weapons requirement is it. That's all you need. Unless you're going for a straight up particular type of build with strength and dex or one of those in particulars. Okay, that was a little bit of a deep prostate exam. Holy crap, I was inside him arm deep. My God. It procs rather quickly, actually. Since there's two different weapons, it's proccing two different things, but it quickly builds. Because it'll cycle through proccing ice damage on you, then instantly bleed you, resetting the procced ice to instantly build it back up. And then if you need some range attack, you got your arcane for that. And non-tracking spells are stronger than the ones that follow enemies for a while. It's probably how they thought of balancing out the game, is that method right there. If they don't follow the enemy around, then it can be stronger. Was probably their best logic. Let's get climbing. I only got an hour to get up there as fast as I can. Do as much as I possibly can as quick as possible. Man, oh man. I might stream later though. Thinking about playing my Batman game, but with the way that stream crashed, me losing... I mean, I've already streamed this game from beginning to end once. Right? I've already done it once. So this doesn't hurt as badly as if it did it on my first playthrough. So that's probably why it just makes me feel nauseous and sick that I lost all that footage. Because I was showing off how powerful this was. And the talisman, the Lord's Talisman, is really good for anything that you cast a spell on, like a buff. It's great for buffs because it actually increases the length of the buff by an extra 3 seconds or so, which is insane. All I know is if I had any tip for anyone, it would be always level up as soon as you get enough runes to do so. Do not dick around with them. Because if you lose those runes, you're going to feel terrible about it. Oops. Press the button I probably should have. See how long Golden Vows stayed on me? It stays on longer than one would think. Can't poison me twice if I've already been going through poison. That's why I usually try to get off after a couple hours. It's that very reason right there is a lot of my streams go kaplooey. I need about 300,000 soon to level up one at one time. Level 200, you're in the 300,000 ruin department by then. You know the rarest weapon is the weapon this guy's wielding? Or not what he's wielding, but I remember the weapon that only one enemy can drop, but you keep knocking them off the side of the map every time you kill them, making it very difficult to get said weapon. I forget what weapon is that anyways. The speed at the rate this thing could fight isn't good. It's so good though. The fists here, the fist weapons are the fastest weapons in the game when it comes to you swinging. So you always got that to look forward to if you use them. That's why they're not so powerful. They're just fast. They're faster than daggers. Not by much, though. It's not as much. I guess you would count it as a lot of variety if you count that there's the claws as well as the strike. There's pierce and slash versions. Golden Vows where I'm getting all my defense right now. Wrong button. There we go. Wasn't paying attention. My bad. Almost died for it, too. Don't discard the fact you can use your spirits just because someone idiot says you can't. Try out different kinds of summoning ashes. They're fun. I enjoyed the little rats. Those little guys were just awesome. Right now I'm doing the Jarhead guy because everyone said he was like F tier, but I've been watching him like smoke a lot of bosses on his own. So I think people might not know he may have been buffed. Oh shit. Ow! I hurt myself. I gotta hurry up and make it up there within an hour and kill that giant wyvern. Instant frozen. Well, they do have a huge weakness against ice magic. Or ice attribute. Compared to the others. They kind of both share the same weaknesses, don't they? That one's a lot stronger than the other ones are. There we go. Place left to go, and it's up above. There's a weapon up here. Dual wielding this weapon though is nice. These swords that heal you upon doing damage is a really good weapon. I'm looking on PlayStation. I'm looking for Bold Goat armor. Would trade it? Bold Goat armor you can easily get. You just gotta make it to Faramazula, I believe, and beat the guy who's wearing it. You do it during Patch's quest, but I can't do the quest anymore. Ah, you went too far in the storyline? Because he's up here, if I remember right. The guy's up here. I think. Yeah, I think he helps you fight this dragon up here. And then Patches sends to kill him, and then you get his armor. And a magma whip. as your rewards. You always can get it on your next playthrough, though. If you don't get it now, you can try going to New Game Plus and get it. Right here, this guy, right? Yeah, you get him up here during the Patches quest. When Patches sends you to get him, you fight him up here. Yeah, that just happens, though. Can't help it now, can we? You just gotta remember when you do the New Game Plus to, you know, slow it down a bit. I'm about to just wreck this thing's whole day. I got an army. Now let's go Richard's health bar route. Come on, big boy. Bonk. I'm highly resistant because of my buffs and whatnot, my talismans. And it's dead. Goodbye. Wait, what? You should have died immediately. Okay. That did not die in one shot like that. Yeah, but Patches has to send you. It only works if Patches sends you, I believe. Because if I remember right, when you activate graces, it's a way for the game to understand how far you've gone. It's like a marker. So the further the grace you activate down the line, the game will understand to continue on that far down the story. See, I can't fight him because, well, I can't fight him until Patches sends me to go take him out. The graces are like check marks for the storyline. Depending on which graces you touch, it can progress the story. So, I wonder if anyone that never touched a single grace go through the whole game, what the game would do. Because it needs you to touch graces to activate certain points of the game. Because you can't get Torrent until you reach a certain grace, or activate 5 graces in general. Damn it! Okay, 2 of you now. Nice try, though. Yeah, this is a Frost Bleed fire build. It does 4 elements. What's weird though is the fire is based off faith scaling. So yeah. Normal fire is faith scaling, but fire art is faith scaling. So I'm using the faith version of it, so when I use my incantations, they rip things in half like hot butter. So I do enjoy ripping enemies in pieces like that though. Makes you feel powerful. Oh yeah, the goddamn dragon that's up here. Hey, don't run away. I hate when they run away. Where'd he go? Where's your master? Where'd he run off to? Ow. There we go. Finally got that to proc. That increased my damage output and my defense. Yeah, there we go. Yay. Oh, I have enough for level again. Yay. If I can find my way to a grace. Let me just head back to the round table hold, and I think I'll call it a day here. I don't want to lose all the time I've streamed. But technically, you can get anything and everything in this game if you just take your time, grind a little, figure out what you want to do with your build, and just bury the needle into that. Going beyond 80 to 60 to 80 seems more than enough for any build, depending on how you want to make it work. See how it's only giving me +1? If I raise my dex, I only get +1 as well. I could raise my strength, I guess, and get a little more out of it, but the scaling is goddamn awful. Because I get the same effect if I do it like that.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now.
I want a hug. Look at me. I look like I've been through hell. I'm not pretty.
You are so very warm.
Okay.
I was known as a deathbed companion, where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions. I lay with the remains of an exalted noble, to grant him another chance at life. To do so is the purpose of my being.
That's what they believe in reincarnation, I guess, that way.
Into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from... My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot.
She's been sleeping with everyone there, by the way.
The demigods were slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table Hall. Perhaps you could make use of it?
She's using me, by the way, I know it.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like the blessing? Would you like... Now...
I'm just trying to get the stuff from her real quick.
You are so... My dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them? A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back, if you wouldn't mind. I heard that he seemed positive. He must be it anchors you true to dear. Then good day.
Okay, I hope this stream sticks out now and stays, because God knows what.
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all, the reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me. I've been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude. I asked you not to be thankful of his all.
Okay, that should do it for today. Hopefully. I'm not gonna give him the dagger. I think you can give his brother the dagger. So.
I've been waiting. I've decided to leave the Round Table Hold after all. As I mentioned, I'm off in search of a noble gold mask. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn.
Nah, you don't have any.
May the Golden Order
187 hours. Level 197. I've done a lot. Though this is not my first time playing through now this time. I'm waiting for the DLC. I'll go do that when it comes out, but that's next month on the 20th or 21st, so. See you all later. Bye.